Taurus, August 21st carries a quiet energy at first, but beneath the surface, something important is beginning to shift. You may wake up with the feeling that you need to make a decision, change a direction, or finally let go of something that has occupied too much space in your thoughts. The universe is not asking you to rush. It is asking you to recognize what has already changed inside you. For a long time, you have tried to create security by holding on to what you know. You prefer situations that are predictable, people who are dependable, and plans that give you a clear sense of where you are going. But today, a new possibility may appear precisely because you are willing to loosen your grip on something that has stopped growing. This is especially noticeable in love. There may be a person connected to your past whose energy still appears from time to time. Perhaps you have wondered whether they regret what happened between you. Perhaps there are moments when you imagine what would happen if they came back. August 21st may bring a sign that answers part of that question. A message could arrive. A conversation could unexpectedly reopen. Or you may simply realize that you no longer need the answer you once desperately wanted. That realization is powerful, because sometimes the greatest closure is not hearing someone apologize. It is discovering that their apology is no longer necessary for you to move forward. If someone from your past tries to return, do not judge them by emotion alone. Look at their behavior. Have they changed? Are they consistent? Are they willing to take responsibility for what happened? You can forgive someone without giving them access to your future. For single Taurus, there is another kind of romantic energy developing. Someone new may be paying attention to you from a distance. This person may be connected to your work, your social circle, a mutual acquaintance, or a place you visit regularly. They may not make a dramatic entrance. Instead, the attraction could grow through repeated conversations and small moments. And this could be exactly what you need. You are learning that a healthy connection does not have to feel like an emotional storm. Sometimes love feels like peace. Sometimes the right person does not make you question your value. They make you feel comfortable being yourself. If you are already in a relationship, August 21st brings an opportunity to strengthen the foundation between you and your partner. A discussion about future plans, finances, family, or shared responsibilities may become important. Do not avoid it. The relationship becomes stronger when both people know what they are building together. Now let's look deeper into the tarot energy surrounding your day. The first card is the Queen of Pentacles. This card reflects your strongest qualities: stability, loyalty, patience, practicality, and the ability to create comfort even during difficult circumstances. But there is another message here. You have spent a great deal of energy taking care of others. Today, you are being reminded that your own needs deserve the same attention. You cannot continue giving from an empty place. The second card is the Tower. Taurus, this may sound intense, but the Tower is not necessarily a negative card. It represents the collapse of something that was already unstable. A false expectation may disappear. A relationship may reveal its true nature. Plan may change suddenly. Or you may finally recognize that a situation you were trying to preserve was already changing. The important thing is not what falls. It is what becomes possible after it falls. The third card is the Ace of Cups. This is a beautiful sign of emotional renewal. After an old emotional structure breaks down, something much healthier can begin. For some Taurus, this means a new relationship. For others, it means finally learning how to love themselves without constantly seeking reassurance from another person. Your heart is opening again, but this time with greater wisdom. The fourth card is the Six of Pentacles. Balance is returning. If you have been giving too much in a relationship, friendship, family situation, or professional environment, you may finally recognize the imbalance. You are beginning to ask an important question. Is this relationship giving something back to me? Love should not be one person constantly giving while the other simply receives. The fifth card is the Sun. This is where your reading becomes much brighter. The Sun brings clarity, optimism, recognition, and happiness. Something confusing may finally become obvious. Something you feared may turn out to be less serious than you imagined. And something you hoped for may begin moving toward you. The combination of the Tower and the Sun is particularly powerful. First comes the truth. Then comes the relief. What is revealed on August 21st may initially surprise you, but ultimately it can help you move toward a much more honest future. Now let's look at your money and career. Taurus, your financial energy is connected to rebuilding and opportunity. If you have recently experienced delays, uncertainty, or unexpected expenses, the situation can gradually begin stabilizing. The Six of Pentacles suggests that financial balance is returning. You may receive money that was delayed. Someone may offer professional assistance. A client or customer could return. Or an opportunity may appear that allows you to increase your income through something you already know how to do. Do not underestimate your existing skills. You do not necessarily need to completely reinvent yourself to improve your financial situation. Sometimes the answer is simply finding a better way to use what you already have. The Sun also suggests visibility. Your work may receive more attention. Someone who previously overlooked your efforts may begin recognizing your contribution. If you have been quietly building something, this could be the beginning of greater exposure. But remember, financial growth should be built carefully. Avoid making decisions simply because you are afraid of missing an opportunity. Read the details. Ask questions. Think about the long-term consequences. Your lucky numbers for August 21st are 5, 16, 23, 37, 62, 85. Now, Taurus, let's go deeper into your love life. The Ace of Cups suggests that your emotional world is entering a new chapter. If you are single, there is potential for a connection that feels emotionally refreshing. You may meet someone who does not try to impress you with exaggerated promises. Instead, they show interest through consistency. They listen. They remember what you say. They respect your boundaries. They make time for you. Those details may seem small, but they are the foundation of something meaningful. If someone from the past appears again, be careful not to confuse familiarity with compatibility. You already know how the old version of that relationship made you feel. The question is whether a new version is actually possible. If the answer is unclear, do not rush. Let time reveal the truth. If you are in a relationship, the Ace of Cups can represent emotional renewal. A couple who has experienced distance may begin reconnecting. A difficult conversation could finally lead to understanding. You may also realize that your partner needs something from you that you have not been noticing. Listen without immediately becoming defensive. Sometimes one honest conversation can repair weeks of emotional distance. At work, Taurus, the Queen of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles suggest that your reliability is becoming valuable. People may come to you because they know you can handle responsibility. You may receive a new task, a recommendation, a professional request, or an opportunity to prove your abilities. Do not underestimate the power of reputation. The work you do consistently becomes the reason people trust you later. If you are considering a career change, do not make the decision purely because you are frustrated. Look for the option that gives you stronger long-term stability. Your future deserves more than a temporary escape from a difficult week. If you are developing a business or personal project, focus on quality. Your growth may be slower than someone else's, but slow growth can create strong foundations. When it comes to your well-being, Taurus, the Tower suggests that accumulated stress may be asking for your attention. You may have been carrying responsibilities for longer than you realize. Your mind may keep telling you to continue, but your body also deserves consideration. Make room for rest. Keep a regular sleep schedule. Stay hydrated. Eat regularly. Take gentle movement breaks. And give yourself time away from constant pressure. You do not need to be productive every moment to be valuable. Sometimes rest is part of progress. Emotionally, allow yourself to acknowledge what has hurt you. You do not have to pretend that something did not matter just because you are ready to move forward. Healing does not erase the past. It changes the way the past affects you. In your family life, Taurus, the Six of Pentacles suggests that responsibilities may need to become more balanced. You may have been the person everyone depends on, but even the strongest person needs support. If someone in your family needs help, offer what you reasonably can. But do not take responsibility for problems that belong to someone else. There may also be an opportunity to resolve an old disagreement. A calm conversation could accomplish more than an emotional argument ever could. In friendships, you may notice who genuinely celebrates your progress. Some people will be happy when you succeed. Others may become distant when your life starts changing. Do not take every change personally. People reveal themselves naturally when circumstances change. Let your friendships evolve without forcing them to remain exactly as they were. Taurus, your strongest compatibility today may come through Virgo and Capricorn. Virgo can bring practical understanding and help you organize your thoughts when emotions become complicated. Capricorn understands your ambition and your desire to build something lasting. Cancer can offer emotional warmth and create a sense of security. Scorpio can bring powerful chemistry and deep loyalty, but both of you need to avoid turning emotional disagreements into battles for control. The strongest relationship for you is ultimately the one where stability and emotional honesty exist together. Your power color for August 21st is warm golden brown. It represents grounding, security, maturity, and the strength that comes from knowing who you are. Your message for today is, I release what has become unstable and welcome the peace that follows the truth. Taurus, something may change today that you did not expect. At first, you may wonder why life is rearranging things. But remember the message of the Tower and the Sun. Sometimes something has to fall away before you can finally see what was waiting behind it. You are not losing your future. You are making room for a better version of it. The person who truly belongs in your life will not require you to constantly question where you stand. The career opportunity meant for you will not require you to abandon your values. And the financial growth meant for you will be built on something real. August 21st asks you to trust yourself. Do not cling to something simply because it is familiar. Do not return to something simply because you miss it. And do not reject something new simply because you cannot predict the outcome. You are allowed to grow beyond the life you once thought you wanted. If this reading resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me which part of this message connected with you most. Tomorrow, we will continue exploring the energies surrounding your path and the unexpected developments waiting ahead. Until then, Taurus, stay grounded. Trust your instincts, protect your peace, and remember that when life removes what is unstable, it may be creating space for something much stronger to finally take root.